Good afternoon again, everybody. This is Alex with Regal Acura today. Man, I am so excited to be out in the vehicle that I'm in today. This is actually the 2015 Acura TLX. Really excited to be out and riding around in this vehicle today to do a review with you guys. I've been looking forward to this one for about 2 weeks now. This is actually a really great vehicle for Acura. What they're trying to do is they're really trying to rebuild their vehicle line. They've been able to do no wrong when it comes to SUVs. In fact, 7 out of every 10 Acuras that are sold right now are their SUVs with the MDX and the RDX. What they've been trying to do, though, is bring that same level of sophistication and style and quality that they've been able to achieve so well in their SUVs and get those into the vehicles with the relaunching and the new monikers that they've come out with. When you look at the new TLX, one of the things that's really fantastic about it is the size. You have, what they did is they actually combined the TSX and the TL into this one vehicle. And what you get here is the interior dimensions and the spaciousness of the TL, which was the larger vehicle of those two. But they've managed to do that while maintaining the same exterior dimensions as the old TSX. So you get a smaller form factor car, which makes it handle better, more agile, lighter, so you get better performance from the engines. But at the same time, they've given it this great large amount of interior space, virtually identical to the TL. And so what you really get is kind of the best of both worlds. This is a great mix of those two vehicles. Acura did a phenomenal job. Their engineering team put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this. There are bucket loads of new technology in this car. As a matter of fact, the head engineer for Acura actually convinced the executives to delay the launch of this vehicle for a little bit longer because he wanted his team to be able to go through all of the technology stuff again. In his words, it would be worse to come out with a vehicle with lots of new technology that doesn't work right than it would be to come out with a vehicle with old technology on it. And so what they did is they spent that extra time making sure that everything in this vehicle is up to snuff, and they did a phenomenal job. One of the things that Acura did in regards to that technology when they were trying to put this vehicle together is there used to be a lot of buttons. You used to see a lot of buttons here on the dashboard, and Acura's engineers noticed that as more and more technology became available and found its way into vehicles, you were starting to reach a place where there were so many buttons to control everything on there, on the center console, that it became very confusing and very difficult to keep track of. What they actually have done is added a second touchscreen system here, which allows you to control a lot of those technology features from right here. So what used to be controlled by 40 buttons on the dash has now been consolidated into just 9 buttons on the touchscreen system. That is a phenomenal job of making technology work for you in a vehicle. You know, another thing that's really nice about the new technology upgrades that they've done in this vehicle, one of those is the new Acura Link system. It's up here. If you're familiar with OnStar, you'll be familiar with Acura Link. It's a system by which you can get different types of assistance in emergency situations as well as directions, things like that. But the big difference is that where in a normal vehicle, for instance, say from General Motors, you get 3 months of OnStar coverage when you purchase a vehicle. For instance, in this TLX, when you purchase it, you receive Acura Link service for 3 years. So that's a pretty significant difference in the amount of time that you receive that. Another great benefit of that is that when you're on the navigation system, the Acura Link or the A-Link system is actually giving you real-time traffic data on your GPS as you're going, giving you the ability to route around traffic or things like that before you get stuck in the middle of traffic. Just another great feature, another great aspect of the technology upgrades that they've made in this vehicle. And another great technology feature on the TLX is the voice control systems that are available. Right here on my steering wheel, I've actually got my voice control button. If I push it and hold it down, it's going to give me control over any of the Bluetooth synced information that I have from my phone. If I tap it twice, it's going to give me a little audible bell sound, after which I can say numerous different commands. This system actually recognizes over 600 independent commands to control different things. For instance, passenger temperature, 65 degrees.
Passenger temperature, 65 degrees.
And it'll automatically change for me. Another option would be find nearest bank. And it gives me a listing on my
Southern Bank.
It gives me a listing on my screen of all the different banks that are close to me and gives me directions on how to get to them.